I am so glad to be back. I had such a great, relaxing time in Norway. So much snow, so much peace, so much purity, so much innocence. It was just wonderful. And I had two of my grandkids, um, uh, two of my daughters, two of the son-in-law and the boyfriend. So it was super good. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about me. I am here to talk about Raylene and Michelle and Erik. We're going to talk about love without conditions. It's so hard finding unconditional love for ourselves and others. And I think it's
Erik just
super
said that there was
important.
a lot of love without condition in Norway.
Yes. But it's so important
Oh,
to
I
live
froze.
life in love and not in fear. And it's not easy. You can conceptualize it, but it's very difficult to practice it. Because love has so many facets, fear has so many facets, and yeah, but live life in love. Say that 15 times real fast. Woo! Hi, Erik. I love you, baby.
He says, "Hi, Mama. He loves you so much. It's nice having you back, Lisa. Can you hear me okay, or is my volume too low?"
No,
No,
it's
that's
good.
good.
Both of you guys. But also, I
Perfect.
want you
It's
guys to
perfect.
know that this will be a YouTube eventually, and Paula will put the information in the splash screen for both you, Raylene, and you, Michelle. So you guys look for that. Get your pen and paper ready, and so you make sure it'll be in the description box below also. But just to let you know. All right, so Erik, take it away, sweetheart. We're going to talk for a while, and then we'll take calls from listeners.
Erik was just saying, as you were talking there, that your experience in Norway, that was a lot of unconditional love. A lot of
Yes.
unconditional love
I
was
know.
happening there. And he says that whole trip was a lot of love and beauty,
I know.
the whole trip. Hmm.
I mean,
A
snowshoeing
real gift.
in the mountains above the tree line and
Yeah.
tracking rabbits and fox and stuff. It's just so pristine and quiet and nice. I'm
Yes.
trying to get my sister, I won't mention any names, to come with us one time because I think she would really enjoy it. But you can drag a horse
That
to
would
the
be amazing.
water. I know you hear me, sister. All right, so go for it, girl. I mean, boy and girls.
It, you know, it, I thought this was interesting because, of course, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And when I asked Erik, like, what should we talk about? And he's just hearts, hearts, hearts. And he showed himself wearing yesterday these little, like, it looked like white board shorts with hearts all over it. And he had a little
Oh,
paper hat on, like the King of Hearts with hearts all over him.
oh.
Um, but he said, it's so interesting because we came into this world born from unconditional love. We are unconditional love. And the conditions that we were born into, or the conditions of our family, the world, we've been continuously searching for unconditional love. He says everything that we do is really that protecting ourselves from rejection and looking for acceptance. And he says our whole path, our spiritual path, our path through life is that search for return to unconditional love. And so
Interesting.
he says, how we do that is a lot of what we talk about all the time in different ways, which is that acceptance of ourselves, that true acceptance of ourselves
Self
and the
love.
path of self
Self
love.
love. I
That's
mean,
right.
it's very difficult to accept love from others if you can't love yourself unconditionally. And we
Yes.
should, because guess what? We are whole and part of God, our creator. Why we're divine and we're vastly divine. Why shouldn't we love ourselves? But external forces, other people, teach us that we're not enough. And that makes it difficult to love ourselves and therefore to accept unconditional love or even to
Well,
give
he
unconditional love.
says that near impossible.
Yeah.
It's near impossible.
Yeah. So
It's
what should we do? I
near
guess,
impossible for us to,
yeah.
sorry,
I guess the first
I think it's
thing is
cutting
to
out.
learn how to love ourselves. But I remember Erik telling me that the reason we are here for the human experience is to learn how to love, but also to learn that we are love. And I think that's quite interesting. I don't know if you want to expound on that, Erik.
So he's saying that it's really important to love without judgment,
Mm.
love without judgment of yourself and love without judgment of others. He's explaining that the world that we live in right now is programmed to be very judgmental, to look a certain way, to dress a certain way, to act a certain way, to have a title, and to amount to a certain thing. And he says that those expectations that society has placed on humanity has really affected the way that people have the ability to love themselves and to love others, because they're now placing judgment based on what the program is from society. And he says, so what's really important is you have to detach yourself from the program of what you have been programmed from as a young child, and in some cases, even as a child. He says, think about it, Mom, when you think about raising your children, and he's not saying you specifically, but he says parenting, you program your child at a very young age to wipe their hands when they're done cleaning, otherwise they're dirty. He says subconsciously that goes back to their mind as a form of clean and dirty love, because when your child is clean, you're giving them hugs. You're not afraid to touch them because their hands are no longer sticky. He says, so the programming starts from such a very young age that don't realize it consciously or subconsciously that our brain is being influenced in terms of how we love ourselves and how we love others.
Yeah.
It's all about the way that you're adapting to it from infancy. He says, so you have to learn to separate that judgment part into the reality that we're in right now and just go with acceptance, viewing one another from a point of pure love and light. He said, look at the energy within everybody versus looking at the version of everybody.
Yeah, and you have to, well, first I'll do an aside here. When my kids had snotty nose, I would just go like this to them, and I didn't care. I just fling those boogers off
Same.
to parts far and unknown. I don't know how many people it hit
Yes.
away, but yes, I totally agree. And yeah, I think it's simpler than people realize. Just love yourself. Love the only people judge themselves. You have no role in judging another person. It's too much work for one thing, and it's just not going to bring love to the collective. It's not good for the collective to have this judgmental, conditional
I'm
love.
paused.
Freezing up. Yeah, it's freezing.
It's freezing? Okay. Let me change my Wi-Fi. I hope it doesn't throw us off. Oh my God. Okay, keep talking. We'll see what happens. No, I don't want to do it. I'm afraid.
I think Lisa, that was really just said. That was really good. That makes so much sense. Oh,
Yeah.
there we
Are you
go.
back, Elisa?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
We lost you for a moment.
Okay.
Hmm.
Raylene and I were on a roll there talking, and you were freezing up. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe I need to change. I'm afraid to, though. I mean, I'm actually on the wrong Wi-Fi. But if I change, I'm not sure if I'll ever get back. What do you think, Erik? Should I
It'll
try
cut you
it?
out. No,
Dang it.
that's a big no.
Well, maybe I'll just. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll try. Dang it.
Well, it's working now.
It's
Okay.
working now. We're gonna
It's,
deal.
yeah, it's working now.
All right. Anything else?
It's so well, it's just so interesting what Raylene was saying, what Erik was sharing, because what he was sharing with me yesterday about it was so much about judgment. He was showing me my own life, giving me flashes of my own life and showing me different times where I wouldn't feel accepted. And he says, because of you knowing what other people would, or what you perceive that other people would see as good and bad in you. So it just would affect those behaviors. And we do that over and over so subconsciously that we create the unworthiness in ourselves. And he's like, to create more worthy to go backwards, to look at your belief.
Yeah.
Like, where are you not accepting yourself? Are you accepting yourself? Where are your beliefs? But that black and white, good and bad, he says that's really
I'm going to move into another room and see if that helps.
oh, she's changing it.
Yeah, I'm changing. I had it on the Meadows connection, which is in the den pretty much. And I forgot to change it to Netgear. Ugh. I almost never forget, but I did this time. Hell getting old, man. All right, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's see if this
Oh,
works
it's
better.
a little bit.
All right. Yeah, go on.
Third,
Third time's the charm.
Oh God. Okay, input.
Uh-oh.
All right, here we go. Let's try.
Okay.
you're back.
Yay.
We'll see what happens. All right. Good deal. Sorry, people.
Oh.
I haven't done the radio show in a long time, so I kind of like, I don't have it all together.
Technical difficulties. What's going on astrologically, Raylene? There must be some
Ooh,
technical stuff going
yeah.
on lately. Because
We
I've had
do.
some problems. Yeah.
We have a lot going on astrologically, but we don't have any Mercury retrograde happening. We just have a lot of rebalancing that's taking place. And that's exactly what Elisa's doing. She's going through a rebalance right now, getting back in the groove.
Yeah.
Give it at the end of February, and things will start to be smooth sailing for about 3 months.
Good. Love it.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Y'all, Raylene is the queen of astrology. So check her site out. Again, Paula's going to put a splash screen with all their information, but again, it will also be in the description box. So don't miss it. You owe it to yourself. All right. So, anything else, Erik?
Yeah, he's talking about self-love. And he says a lot of people are looking outside for love. He says they often say, well, if I just had that one person that I could share my life with, my life would be perfect. All of my problems would be gone. He says, but wrong. He says, thing is, it's a void within yourself that you have to look to fill. And somebody else can't fill it. It's something that you need to fix within yourself. And he says, so all the people that are looking for that perfect partner that's going to fix their life, he says, it's not going to happen that way because it's something within you that you need to accept. He says, a lot of times there's a mission for a person to have a lesson, the contract and experience of learning to love themselves for who they are, for their own identity, without needing to have that other person to identify with to make them a whole. He says, what you have to realize is you are a whole by yourself. And when you are completely 100% that whole, then you are able to really share the best part of you with that other person. And so oftentimes people are searching for this life partner, this romantic partner. And when they find somebody, it doesn't go the way as planned because that void was within themselves. It was not something that somebody else can fill. He said, so my recommendation is to do a lot of inner work and to work on yourself, self-esteem, self-worth, self-healing, and that will help you to find that lifelong partner that's going to be permanent and that's going to give you what you're needing. He said it's something within yourself that you're needing, not within a outside source.
It's always that way though. We have everything we need within ourselves. We don't need to look outside to others to make ourselves whole. We need to find our own wholeness, and then that carries on to the collective and makes the collective stronger and more love and light. So that's super important. And if you don't
Bingo.
love yourself, then you're opening up to a whole bunch of disease and things like that. I mean, self-loathing is sort of the nidus of so many diseases, really. So you have to be careful. So how do you okay, well, I guess I'll start loving myself. How do you do it, Erik?
First, you accept who you are. you accept your identity, you accept the way you look, and you stop looking at the flaws and you learn to love those flaws and accept them. Because when you do, somebody else is going to love them even more than when you accept them. He says, accept is key. Once you accept yourself, then that domino effect continues to happen for all the other pieces of this puzzle that need to pull together. He says it's not about the way that you look, it's not about the way that you smell. He says, although that could influence your love life, he said,
Yeah.
you love the way that you look, even if you learn to love the size of your hands, your feet, your legs. He said, that is all about acceptance. Accept it, and somebody else will then accept you for who you are, your own identity. He says,
Yeah,
look
and
in the
remember
mirror.
that your body isn't you. You are a soul that happens to be in a body that's carrying you around like a 1979 Volvo. I don't know.
Yes,
So
that is
yeah.
why goes a long ways. Like if your personality is not there and you're not meshing together, you're not clicking well, it's not going to be a forever after love. It's not going to work, because you have to look at that personality. You have to look at that back energy
Yeah.
versus the outside, right?
Yeah.
It's it's a major factor in terms of relationships. He's saying, people need to look at themselves. If it's self-esteem that you're suffering from, why you say you don't love yourself or why you think you're not lovable, he says, look in the mirror and repeat after, 10 times every day, I love myself. And that's one tool that you can do to help you to really identify and accept who you are. He says, now, if you have self-love problems because of being neglected or being rejected as a child, whether this comes from school, parents, he says, then what you have to do is you have to tell yourself that you are good enough and that you are lovable. Because this is very much the law of attraction and reprogramming your brain from what it has been programmed to identify with and to accept. You have to do reprogramming now.
No, no. Nobody can hear us.
Uh-oh.
Elisa.
Radio. All right. I'm going to have to try direct. Let me do direct connect again.
Told you Erik said a big no.
Okay, let's see. All right.
Oh, man.
Hi, everybody.
To start your show now, press 1.
Okay.
Important instructions, press 2.
Since it appears you're calling back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right, people. All right. So I don't know what happened. Blog Talk went down and now it's up again. But don't worry, because all of what we've said is going to be on the YouTube that will come out eventually. So don't worry. But you need to listen to it. Okay. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Let me ask my sister. Okay. Blog Talk went down, but I think it's up now. Try again. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Erik, for that. Anything else before we take callers?
Oh, Raylene, you wrapped that up great.
That was beautiful.
That was awesome. That was beautiful, because Erik's just like ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to take some callers. Yeah.
Oh, we are. Okay, good. All right, so I promised a couple of people who are out of towners that I would. First of all, I want to know about Harper, my how old is she? 5-year-old granddaughter. She's had a cough for months. She's not sick, but but she's been. It's allergy medicine does not help. So I don't know what's going on. Anything? And also the rest of the family has had a cough for quite a while. So I was thinking, well, maybe it's walking pneumonia, mycoplasma, because that can go 10 weeks untreated. But they're not sick, So what's going on with Harper?
So this is related to allergies. I know you said allergy medication does not help her.
Okay.
Also related to virus. This could be COVID virus, but long-acting virus.
Okay.
After effect, it's coming through more as long COVID, but this has affected her immune system, immune and respiratory. So now does have allergies and asthma related symptoms.
Yeah.
Purify the air that you guys are breathing in or that the family is.
Okay.
Air filters and open windows to get air circulating through there.
Okay. Interesting. That makes sense. All right. So I have a person, KK Eggers. Her son Moss, Maas, has signed up for the Air Force. He still needs to take a test before he, gets the job to figure out what job he can do. He's terrible at test taking. His brother is getting out in April. Now he will be going in. Is this going to be a good thing for him? A positive thing in his growth? It scares, the mom, of course. And then my boys lost their dad to suicide when they were 6, and Moss was only 3 years old. Moss struggles a bit in life. Or positive, not so easy going or positive as his brother. So how's this whole thing and going into the Air Force going to turn out with Moss?
Good. It's going to be beneficial for him. It's going to help him to get out of his fear-based energy that he's in, program him to have a different outlook on life. And he's got a lot of fear that he's dealing with that's not only surrounding like his personal life, but the passing away of his father and losing himself. He's afraid to lose like his own identity.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, by stepping away from his family, this is the thing that's going to really help him to really build a healthy identity.
I like that. That seems so right. All right, let's see. We'll go on to the next caller. We got somebody from the 415 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hey, good. It's Jessica. I'm glad you guys got back on the air.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. We all hung in here for you guys.
Oh, you're so good.
So just wanted to check in. I have been working diligently to recreate myself with career, and I am constantly going out to networking events and presenting myself in different ways and making connections and trying to work out these corporate contracts to do trainings and coaching. And it's not new work for me, but in the corporate sector it is. And just wondering whatever you could share with that, because I've been I'm just feeling exhausted because it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I mean, it's all relative. And I need help. I need doors to open for me, and they started opening for me, but I actually want and need the money. So
have you asked your guides for help? Have you asked your guides and your guardian angel for help? Good. And Erik?
And there's progress going on, but I actually want contracts and to start working.
So Erik, what's going on? And what's at least one practical step that will help her move forward faster?
So her mind is really influencing her progress. And so she's got a thinking of she has to work X amount of hours, or she has to have a certain type of client to accomplish a certain type of element to her work. And so the mind is the thing that's really affecting the progress. Not only that, but she needs to have space for this new energy to come in. So create a space, whether this is a room or a very small little table where you're dedicating to have documents, to have papers for the work that you're trying to bring in. And make sure that the space is designated just for that.
And but nothing else. Yeah.
Mind.
Michelle, do you want to add to that?
Well, that's exactly right, because Erik was just showing me that there's a lot of pushing in the mental space, a lot of pushing in the mental realm, and that this is an opportunity to step out of the mental realm and work in that manifestation space. So just like Raylan was saying, doing something outside of the day-to-day, because this isn't something you need to figure out. This is about releasing, not pushing, and then working outside of the box. So it's not really something you need to do. It's about letting go.
Oh, clearing out space.
Mhm.
Mental space is big.
I think to keep going back and forth, I release and then I get back into the pattern of doing because I get, I don't know, fearful or
Of
frustrated.
course. That's human.
Okay.
That's human.
Life.
Erik, go and help her. Help Jessica, please. My
He's
love.
on it.
All right, he's on it. Yes. Okay, let's see. We got somebody from the 404 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi there, is that me?
That be you.
Hi, Lisa. I wanted to tell you that I followed you on your trip to Norway.
Good.
And I'm telling you, I would love to have been there to help you scoop that snow up because I'm a snow person, right?
Oh, I know. I am
So
too. I love snow.
yeah, that's up. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. I've been trying to talk to you too, and it's been very difficult to get a hold of you. But I was just curious if you can kind of wish my husband happy Valentine's Day and to ask him if he noticed my new tattoo.
Now this is Tammy, right?
Right.
From
Georgia.
yeah, I sound like Georgia. And your husband's name is?
Yes, right.
That's right. I remember these things, but not everybody does. So Terry, do you notice Tammy's new tattoo?
Yeah, he does. And does it have something to do with time?
Yeah. The
Ooh.
date, yeah, he's right. The date, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he does. He thinks it's pretty interesting that you've gotten that done. Is that your first tattoo, Tammy?
He thinks it's interesting that you had that done. And he
Yeah, because when we was together, I would never get a tattoo.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like that's new. It's like, wow, she did that. That's new. Yes, he knows. Yes, he does.
Okay.
He sends his love to you, right back to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, then I just wanted to see if you noticed if he was around enough to know.
Oh, he's around all the time. You know that. All right, Tammy, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Tammy.
Oh,
And send me some of that snow from North.
oh, okay. Yeah, it's all melted now. I tried to put it in my pockets, but it just didn't work out. Okay. So, yeah, so I want y'all to know that we're having a sale starting tomorrow called that Lucas is figuring out called the Heart to Heart sale, where it's going to be all the love kind of scalar work is going to be, well, we decided, Erik decided 22% because 22 is kind of like unconditional love, which we're talking about, but also a cardiovascular overhaul, anything related to the heart, hypertension, lipid disorder. So don't miss that. It's going to run until the end of the month, so don't worry. Okay, let me see here now. We have somebody from the 516 area code. Hi there. Hi, 516 area code. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, great. I didn't know if there was another 516. My name is Nancy.
Hi,
I'm from
Nancy.
Long Island, New York. Hi. I appreciate our communication.
How's the weather over there? Pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, I
Mm.
just got in from doing something I wasn't supposed to do, and that was shovel and clean off my car and
Oh gosh, be careful.
like, yeah. It's very heavy.
I know.
It's only about eight inches, but it's been like 3 years since we had
I know. Yeah,
that much snow.
that's right. And you got some sort of voting thing going on there too. So that's tough. All right. So
Yeah.
how can we help you, Nancy?
Okay, I had the Skilla service back in December 6th. I believe I got the email that it was completed, and
a couple of days after, I felt a little bit uplifted, and then, strange things just started happening. I got sick, like physically sick, upper respiratory kind of thing, and migraines, nausea. It was like it felt like my body was trying to purge something.
So what is that, Erik?
Detoxifying, letting go of hinted up energy, letting go of illness. It's a form of releasing.
Well, I mean, we do the releasing of trapped emotions, but we're supposed to do it very slowly. The Elohim helps me with that. So otherwise it's just too much. But I've seen Erik, because I can tell by the frequencies that he sets, include, without my knowing, the chemical and the heavy metal and whatever toxin detox. And people complain that they get diarrhea, for example. That's one thing, and other detox symptoms. So he probably should ask my permission, but he doesn't, because he's his own man. So
He does what's
It's change. There's change coming.
Oh, good change.
Yeah, this is the purging to allow this new energy that's present to take hold, to join the foundation, to earth itself. So there's going to be more releasing that comes, but just flow with it. Like, take care of yourself through it, because this is several years of density that's coming up.
So when are things going to be noticeably better?
Well, there's a purging that's taking place, be another couple months, where it might, and it doesn't feel like the whole time. It's just the energy's going up and down. So there'll be little periods of rest, but by the time you get to May, you should start settling out a little bit more, balancing out.
Good. If not, call back. Nancy, okay?
He's also saying to be
Okay.
careful what you put in your body. Put more water and natural vegetables to really help the detoxification just go by more smooth. So really what you're putting in your body is also key to how quick you're going to start to see positive responses and more of that shift that you're looking for in your life. It's got a lot to do with what you're putting into the physical body.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Thank you for calling.
It's not like a
Oh, go ahead.
block.
Is there a block that's preventing the scalar instructions from entering, Erik? Because
No.
thought forms can block, like subconscious, especially thought forms.
No, it's moving. It's moving. You
good.
can see it moving. Yeah.
Good.
Moving.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's wonderful. It really pushes through those blocks, and it's like a bulldozer where it really forces the energy to move whether it wants to or not. So
I've seen sometimes up to 6 months, and all of a sudden, whoosh, things
Mhm.
get so much better. So anyway, just ask Erik for help. Erik, you help her, okay? And take the rest of the divine team with you.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you all.
Thanks, Nancy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
you.
sweetheart. All right, now I have a relative that lives in Topanga, California, that has diabetes, that's struggling with blood sugar, weight, and some other things. So, Erik, what do you have to tell your relative? I can't give, she don't want me to give too much identifying information. So we want to be mindful and respectful of that. What does she need to do?
she needs to have more movement. This doesn't have to be, very intense exercise, but she needs to get out and start walking. Whether
She
this
does
is
it a
around,
lot, but I don't know how much lately.
be consistent with it because it's her circulation that's the problem. And so the blood flow is not moving through her body properly. So she needs to do stretching and more active exercise and be consistent with it. and persistent with it.
Okay.
Start out slowly. Don't start out very hard, because then it's not gonna work for her. She won't stick to it. So get on a schedule, get a routine. But this is all about your circulation. It's her circulatory system that is more so the problem than blood sugar.
Okay.
Shaking too, like oh, there's a name for it, like they call it somatic, or the movement. And I'm seeing like moving the body, like moving the arms, moving the legs, getting the
Oh
energy
yeah, I
moving
know what you're
in the
talking about. And
body.
I think she knows about this too. Somatic something or other. Yeah. Right. She went to somebody who did that kind of stuff. Uh yeah, and I think I went to her too when I visited her in Topanga. But yeah, just listen to that one, relative of mine. So is there anything going on with her pancreas or liver that we need to be concerned about, or her kidneys?
Just feels like buildup, like a buildup, like energy, like a toxin buildup.
Yeah. Her kidneys and her pancreas both come through. It's not life threatening, but they need cleansing, they need purifying, for
How do
sure.
we do that?
Do a colon cleanse, do a body cleanse. She needs
Okay.
to really box what's going on in her, change her diet.
Okay.
There's a lot to do, but the main thing that he's saying is water. Drink water, a lot of water.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's see. Well, no, I told you that already. All right, so 805 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, thank you. This is Donna in California.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Hi. Good, thank you. Yeah, just had a lot of rain. No more rain.
I know. I know. My relative in Topanga, it was bad.
Oh,
It was so bad.
yeah.
Oh my God.
That's a nice area.
Are you
Beautiful
okay?
area, Topanga. Yeah, where I lived, there wasn't any. It was like in I'm in Santa Barbara, Montecito, and
Oh,
that's where they have the real bad ones, with, a lot of people dying and everything.
no.
Yeah, the big boulders and all. It was, the mudslide, because it was a fire and then a rain and then mudslide.
Oh
It
God.
was devastating.
But you're okay.
Real disaster.
It was terrible.
Yeah, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Donna, how can we help you, darling?
Well, I would like to be in a relationship. I'm 69. I'm all by myself. I have no kids. I'd like to meet a companion type of relationship where, we can help each other out, travel, and be good friends. And I
That
want
sounds
to
exciting.
see that in my cards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm real good at helping people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Eric, how can we help her? She's a real catch, I know.
Thank you. Hi, Erik.
He's saying hello to you, and also he's talking about the things that you do or places that you go. He says doing something creative, like are you involved in like different events, or it feels like you've got a full calendar? Because he's saying
No. No.
okay.
I help my neighbor. He's 88. I don't get paid. I just do his shopping. I do this for him. I do everything for him. Yeah, he's low income and he needs somebody. He doesn't have anybody, so I help him. I live right next door.
No, that's awesome.
Because Eric's just saying to put yourself out, like to put yourself out there so that you can have an opportunity to meet other people. Because he's showing me the calendar, like filling up your calendar with some activities that you enjoy to do to give yourself an opportunity to meet somebody that's similar to you.
What about Meetup? You can on meetup.com, you can find like people who want a bicycle, wine tasting, people interested in guppies. I don't know. There's all sorts of groups. Would that be something she should do, Erik?
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
Erik says yes to reach out to something that she enjoys doing to help pair up with others. And he actually says other people, like it seems like more than one to do things with. So you may end up having the value of meeting quite a few other people.
Awesome. So I'm wondering if she's giving away too much of her own emotional resources. I mean, when you do that, it's really hard for other energy to come in. So I worry about that with her. Erik, what do you have to say to that about that?
Definitely giving away too much of her own energy and not allowing herself the time to really step out there. He's showing that she needs to step out of the box and really take time to go and do something. It doesn't necessarily need to be through the app meetup. It can be going to the beach, just walking, but doing something that's not on your normal schedule. He's saying think out of the box. So go and do something that you usually don't do. You're really good at helping people. Yes, but he says that you also need to focus on helping yourself and doing what's best for you, like self-care, inner work, and things like that.
Yeah, put your own oxygen mask on first, But and I'm wondering if maybe instead of devoting yourself to this low-income elderly man, that you can instead find resources for him, like Meals on Wheels, maybe getting a meal chain together with other neighbors. I mean, so it's not all on you, because if you're so tied up with your emotional, physical resources, then I don't know how you're gonna have time to open up your heart to love.
I got a hold of social services to have someone come in and do the laundry and a little cooking and the cleaning,
Good.
It's very hard to get someone.
I know.
But I'm trying. I keep trying. I keep trying to get someone for him.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, and I hooked him up with the dentist because he doesn't have teeth, so he needs to get dentures. That was right.
Yeah.
So I did that.
That's awesome. So you're really doing it. Yeah.
I feel like I'm married.
Oh my God. So what about Meals on Wheels? Can you do that? I mean, is there anything you can do to push some of this responsibility on other social programs instead of you getting, and also why, Erik, is she, even though she's helping set up different services for him, why does she still devote so much time? Is there some past life thing? I mean, what's going on there? Or a present life thing that makes her feel so committed?
He is my friend.
Yeah, I know.
Him. I like him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. He's very intelligent. Very intelligent. So talking to him, I guess, I don't know, he's just a good friend. I like talking to him. He's very intelligent.
So it's not been taxing on you, or has it?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, good.
No.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm leaving. In May, I'm going to house sit my brother's dog for a couple weeks. And then in June, I'm going to go take care of my brother-in-law who's getting a knee replacement. So I'll be gone.
Always the caregiver.
Yeah, you got that right.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Oh, okay.
All right, Erik, hook her up with somebody.
nurturer.
God.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Erik just said, watch for the conversations that you make while you're traveling. Look for new people that you bump into while you're traveling, because you never know who you might bump into.
True.
Yeah.
Sounds
that's
exciting.
Yeah.
And you
make
deserve love. You deserve love. You deserve love. Never forget that. And keep telling yourself, I deserve love. I deserve unconditional love, which is the topic here. All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
You too, darling. Valentine's Day, man. She needs some love in her life. All right. 770 area code. Hi. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you guys?
Good. Happy Valentine's Day. What's going on with you?
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. I had my grandmother, she passed away about 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I believe it was from it. It's okay. I feel her spirit all the time. She's
Oh, it's
her
wonderful.
Joy. Her name is Joyce W. She's from Bowden, Georgia.
Mhm.
And during the time while she was in the hospital, I really didn't know what to pray for. I understand contracts, and I didn't want to be selfish and pray for her to stay here. So I asked her. I said, "Grandma, what would you like to do? What do you want to do?" And I felt her telling me that she wanted to go on to be with Source because she wanted to be here for her family. But if she were to stay here in the condition that she was in, she wouldn't be able to look after us the way that she wanted to. And so I just went along with that. And I just wanted to confirm, is that what she was telling me?
Yes, it was. And she wanted to be able to have the family be in a state of being able to really enjoy their life without feeling like they had to be the caretaker, because that's not what she wanted for everybody. And so that was her desire to exit when she did. That way, there wasn't a memory of having to do a lot for grandma, because that's not the way that she wanted to be remembered.
Oh,
Very grateful for everybody that did help her through this journey. There was a lot of family support, even with her transition and what led up to her transition. She's showing that she was very peaceful during her exit, passing away.
nice.
And so she wasn't in any type of pain. She was completely at peace, like stepping out and or sleeping. Um, she's telling you to keep your eyes open for looking for her. Literally, she's saying like a figure of her. So this isn't going to be a dream. This is going to be when you're fully awake. You may see something out of the side of your eye, but she's around you so much.
Wow.
Your eyes open to see her.
And very often you're right. It's a peripheral vision that you see. I remember I saw our family carpenter, Mr. McAnally. He was blue, and he was on a little bench by my bed, and I knew it was him. It's like, it's crazy how you recognize the energy. Anyway, all right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a happy Valentine's Day.
You too.
I love you all so
I
much.
love you too.
Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey, does my dad, Jose Antonio Ribes Agustin Ramon Ribes Barraquer, I don't care, he's got a long name, have a message for his daughters, particularly the eldest one, just for fun.
Yeah, he's saying to release what you're holding on to emotionally, so that way you can find the most fulfillment out of life and get the most joy, love, and happiness that you deserve. He's saying to release emotions, trauma, behavior. There's a lot of behavior that was programmed due to your father.
What about my mom to her daughters, including my eldest sibling? Her name is Jacqueline Louise Terrell Rebellious.
With her, he's telling specifically the eldest to be strong and to focus on improving her health, and a lot of releasing energy, purging energy that needs to be done. She has expectations that she has on herself related to both mom and dad that she needs to let go of. There's a lot of programming that needs to be deprogrammed. Your mom, she feels very free, like she's not being restricted anymore. She's letting me know that she feels free. She doesn't have restraints holding her back. And this is more emotional restraints versus physical. So she had a lot of burden while she was alive.
Because of what?
Emotions.
From her father, her parents. Not her father, but her husband, Jose, or
Her husband.
her own, huh?
Her husband.
Yeah, I figured. Did they love us?
Very much, but not the way that you would think is deserving. Their love was structured, if that makes sense.
Okay.
In the way that you would title love as, but she's saying yes, she did. So did your father. Your father had mental illness that he suffered from. He wasn't aware of it. It was something that he was in denial of. And there wasn't the type of help available that would have helped him that he would have gone to receive. He was very much in denial of it.
Yeah.
But being aware now and taking full credit over the illness that he suffered from.
Okay, that's awesome. All right, we'll go on. 920 area code. Hi there, how you doing? 920.
Hello, this is
Jenna from Wisconsin.
Hi, Jenna.
Um,
Oh my God, you're cold up there, aren't you, babe?
Yeah, it's actually been pretty mild up here lately.
Oh, good.
I'm calling. I've been following you guys for over 10 years now, so I appreciate everything you guys do, and I trust you
Thank
guys.
you.
And I'm calling because I need some guidance. I've been struggling with my anxiety and depression for the last few months. I switched medications, and then I had COVID for the first time. It was horrible, and then I just had influenza A a couple weeks ago, and then I lost my sweet kitty Smokey on Friday.
Oh, I'm so
Which is
sorry.
very, very hard.
Oh,
Thank you.
baby.
And I've been waking up with anxiety every day, and it's hard for me to eat. I've been losing a lot of weight.
Mm.
So I just need some guidance from people I trust, and I trust you guys 100%.
Oh, that's awesome. Erik, what can we say?
So her immune system is inflamed completely. I'm looking at inflammation being a major source of the depression. I'm looking at inflammation in the brain and also inflammation through her body. You do need to address this with your medical doctor, with the medical profession, because there's a lot of inflammation. Immune system is coming up very, very strong. So really go in and take a look at your immune system. COVID has done a number on you. It's literally started a fire within your body. And so work on
That
taking
happened.
for your stomach, probiotics, and building up your immune system with vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. Vitamin C is huge for you, but you really got to build that immune system back up because it's just been completely brought down. But he is definitely mentioning that you do also need to keep working with a medical professional because the inflammation is very severe. Again, I'm looking in your brain at inflammation and through the body.
Well, do you think she would benefit by the scalar work, the scalar service, the full body microbiome optimization, which takes care of the brain microbiome, the skin, the respiratory, the gut, which is the main one, which is the biggest immune organ in your body. That's where, and also that's where most of the neurotransmitters are created and used. So would she benefit by that? Because I see a lot of people who say they are happier after they get the full body microbiome optimization for some reason. Would that
She
help?
she would benefit from it, yes. However,
Greatly enough to make her happy or not?
not instantly, no. It would help her. It would be a catalyst into improving her health, but there's more that she needs to do that's medically related and building that immune system back up.
Okay. Well, I can always add, just throw in the immune system optimization for you if you want me to. I can without extra. Anyway, we'll see. Listen to your
There's a lot of
intuition.
Go about that with
stress.
your doctor and saying, oh, I have inflammation build up, like test results or.
Well, there's lots of tests for inflammation, the CRP, the Westergren SED rate. There's all sorts of things, but also low dose naltrexone is something that will decrease inflammation because it triples, and we have this as part of our main service, triples endorphin release. Because once the naltrexone, because it's such a low dose, disappears from the bloodstream, the body says, "Oh my God!" It releases endorphins, and endorphins is what blocks. I'm getting so many texts. Blocks inflammation. I mean, people who are LDN experts say everyone needs to be on low dose naltrexone because almost every disease is related to inflammation, even autism, cancer, heart disease, depression. And so you can look into that too, but you could talk to your doctor about it.
Yeah, I can bring it up to my doctor.
Okay.
Inflammation.
All right.
Anything that you can also do to
Okay.
Say that. Oh, Smokey. Is Smokey okay? Message from Kitty Smokey, please. Please.
Smokey's got lots of treats. Smokey's still with you. Um, was there something going on with the heart or with the lungs? on Smokey?
He had lymphoma and cancer all over.
Oh,
And yeah, he had respiratory at the end. I don't know if he got my influenza A, got from me or something. Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, he's just validating his condition just so we know that it's him. But he's doing well. He's with you, and some of the messages that were coming through for you also, anything that you can do to help reduce any stress for yourself, because there's a lot of stress that's held in your body,
Oh, yeah.
connected in with
Yeah.
the inflammation. So anything that you can do to release stress, um, just kind things that you can do for yourself, like resting, um, a hot bath, anything that you can do to allow yourself to de-stress while you're going through the process of repairing your body, because
Yeah.
this is a rebalancing for you. And going through this, you will come out better on the other side because there's
Good.
much more for you in store.
Good. And Erik, please help her as much as you can, please. Or is it,
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
course.
Thank you, Raylene. Thank you, Elisa and Erik.
of course, sweetheart. So, I want to know what happened to my eldest sister's cat, Bootsy. Long time ago, disappeared in the Topanga Canyons. And I don't know if she was taken by a predator or taken by another person. She's probably
It was
not alive now because it was so long ago, but
it was not another person. She took off on her own. I'm looking at a drop
okay.
accident.
Okay.
She, you know how some cats, they know when they're going to transition and they'll go and
Mhm.
away from their owners. That's not what it was for her. Hers was accidental. It wasn't a part of her contract. She has obviously transitioned. She is very much safe around your sister all the time. But she's showing me like a fall.
Okay. So not eaten by a mountain lion or anything. Well, maybe afterwards. Could be. But that was
Not the
okay. All right. But she's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any message for my sister? Yeah, or her daughter?
She just says that she's around. She's there. She's
Okay.
with them.
All right. That's
90
sweet.
seconds.
All right, I guess we will close
Yeah.
here, guys. Thank you so much for allowing me to take a break and go to Norway, guys. I'm so sorry that was gone so long, but I loved it. Anyway, thank you guys. Y'all be sure that you look for on the YouTube, the splash screen with all the information for Raylene and Michelle, and it will be in the description box as well. I love you, and we will be back next week. I
60
promise.
seconds.
And yep, love you. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day. And remember, you guys are worthy of unconditional love. Absolutely, because guess what? You are love. You are the energy of love. Never forget that. Love you
That's
all.
right.
Love you,
Love
Erik.
you,
Love you,
Erik.
Raylene. Love you, Michelle.
Love you
And
guys.
Erik
Bye.
says, love you. Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.